Hello YouTube, here we are, sunny day at the patch. I brought a few helicopters with me. This one we have the rs4, which I've not flown yet. This would be a maiden for this one. Fingers crossed. Did a little bit of damage to the tip of the blade there. I was messing around with it at home, which I shouldn't have done. But hopefully I'll be able to have ordered some practice blades for it, being that I'm a bit of a beginner. So that one will maiden today, fingers crossed, everything goes alright. We got a Sab Goblin 500, which I've only really hovered, like many of my helicopters, I've only really hovered it. But when I did, it was a nice stable helicopter. The good faithful old 550X, which I've kind of done circuits. I mean, it's cracked canopy there. That's what happens with these lines, but flying wise, it's really good. It's my go-to practice circuit, if you like, heli. And then we have the Soxus. Some of you might not have seen this heli before, or even heard of the make for that matter, but it's made by it's called Soxus, but I think it's something to do with a company called Heli Professional. It's a 7.1, so it's a strike 7.1 light, so this is basically for 6S. You can get a 7.1, which is obviously 12S. And you can get a 6.1, which again is 6S, on a 600 size. I was going to get the 6.1, but I did change my mind, unfortunately. Nothing to do with the actual quality of the helicopter. I think the helicopter is absolutely great. I'll do a video of it. I think there's a few videos on YouTube that people have done. Engineering wise, I really like it. I like the way that it's kind of direct off the tail servo. It's kind of like a different system they use at the tail. I think it's quite good, the linkage idea. Unfortunately, you can only get the parts from one distributor in the UK, which is the Heli Shop, a guy called Alessio, really lovely chap. Check them out if you're in the UK. But if Alessio and Heli Shop haven't got the spares, you're kind of stuck ordering them from the US, which in my case I had to do. I had a bad maiden. It was my own complete fault. I set the helicopter up wrong on the tail, had the spinner death, killed some blades, a few other parts, which weren't in the UK, and I had to send off to the US for them. So that was the reason why I decided not to go for the 6.1, because, you know, parts from the States, nightmare. But fingers crossed, if a lot more parts come in, or maybe there's more than one distributor, then maybe I'll go for a 6.1. It's nice heli. But anyway, I hope to hover that one today. Okay. So, wind, as you can see on the windsock, it's a little bit windy today, but being a complete noob, I don't think I'm going to be buzzing around doing circuits, except for maybe ever go with a 550, because I've got loads of spares for that. Do the maiden, hover, check it out on the Goosky rs4. So that's what I'm going to be up to today. Okay.